Hey there. It's getting near summertime, and as I read recently, in Britain at least, there's two types of people that one is they get one good day and they run out and they buy a case of Pims because there's going to be a great long summer. And the second group that runs out and buys a case of Pims because summer's only going to last one day. So I like Retsina, Greek resinated wine, but I was having trouble finding it last summer because apparently it's not tremendously popular in BC. And I got several liquor stores I'd gone to, they just didn't have it. Went on to the BC Liquor website and it said, oh yeah, we got X number of bottles. And I take a look at the locations. They're all in northern BC, like north of Dawson. So what I'm suspecting is somebody shipped it up there and no bugger will drink it. So I thought, okay, well, so I went on and consulted Mr. Interweb and found a chat group, which I think it was UK Wine Growers or something, that talked about making their own Retsina, and they provided a link to a company in Greece that sells the Aleppo Pine resin, which is what we have here, and also in this jar. And I'm keeping it in this jar because I've been warned that this stuff is very flammable. So it stays in an airtight jar when it's not immersed in wine. So what I've done is I've got myself a box of Sawmill Creek. You know, some people will turn up their nose at box wine, but if you're a wine snob, you can go do the other thing. Some of this stuff's quite drinkable, and you put it in historical context, and we could call this a tapeten and vin ordinaire. So I got a bunch of clean mason jars, and I drop a lump in each, and I think I'm not weighing it or anything else. This is in the nature of experiment. So let's open this thing up. Come on. Get up, come to Papa. And remove the safety. And one at a time. So the idea is, having read the chat group, and it seems to work, they recommend Chardonnay. I'm not rich enough to experiment with Pinot or anything else. I'm going to stick with what I've been told. You know, I'm going to dance with the one that brung me, so to speak. But yeah, this is my, I think, third batch. And this is my refinement is I'm using box wine rather than a bottle, because as you can see, this is a matter of scale. So the idea is to infuse the Chardonnay with the Aleppo Pine resin, and this stuff is pretty raw. I think that's actually a piece of bark floating there, because they sell this for a number of reasons. Well, A is, you know, Retsina, but also it allegedly has a number of health benefits, which may or may not be a load of woo-woo, but we'll see. But yeah, so the recipe is about a thumb-sized piece. And there's me not using metric or imperial. And let's break that down a bit, because I don't think I have a full... Let's put this away again, because I mess around with this stuff. Now, Aleppo Pine is, I'm not sure what its natural growth region is, but evidently Greece. It's been used since antiquity. All the Greek warships, the biremes, triremes, and the rest were made of this wood, as was Tim Severin's Argo, the modern, what is it? Okay, bireme is 2, trireme is 3. Monoreme, I don't know, the single bank of oars ship that he used to recreate the voyages of Ulysses. And who was the other chap after Troy? No, it was Ulysses. I don't know. So let's get all of that goodness in there. yeah, so the trick is fasten it tight, put it in a cool place for 20 days or until you're really thirsty. I don't know, but 20 days, a month seems to work. And by that time, the wine has become infused with the wonderful clean smell of pine. And the leftover bit of pine tar, the pine resin, I should say, I might see how many times I can cycle a piece before it's given up all its piney goodness. But after that, you can recycle it by using it as a, when I'm rowing, I'll rub pine resin on my hands so I don't get blisters, so I get a firm grasp of the oar. Okay, so this goes into the recycling, this goes into the fridge, and I'm about to disappear into my weekend, so carry on.